Everybody, welcome back. We're doing another Undecember video. We had a couple starter videos recently. One, we did a basics, just general stuff in game. We did some stuff with gear. And this one specifically, we're going to look at runes. So I am at the Mystic. It's over here. If it's above my head, you can see it'll take you to anytime you're in a town, you'll see it. We've got our Rune Growth stuff. We've got our Rune and Chance. We got a Rune Shop. So Rune Shop, there's not much to focus on here. I have not spent gold on any of these, but if you really wanted to, you could. But what we want to focus on is the Rune Growth and the Rune Skill Enchant types things. So when you're in here, I'm just going to pick some of these random ones that I don't really care about, and I'm not going to put much into them. So if you found a rune that you really like, and how do you determine whether you really like it? Well, look, there's going to be builds out there, and there's going to be just your play style. For generally speaking, you know, maybe find out some stuff. Toxic Flame, there's one for you. Frost Damage, Chain Lightnings. Yeah, there's also a triple shot, I think is what it's called. Tri-shot. I have it on here. What's it called? Multi-shot, spread shots, stuff like that. You can combo some of those. You're not going to go wrong with some of those. So, you know what? I like spread shot maybe. So I want to register this. And okay, well, I don't have. So now I got these items off to the side. Those are the middle ones. So then you click here, and I don't know. I'm going to do 20. Apply. Register. You can see I went from level 1 to level 6. Okay. So now over here, you can see that I've got all this stuff. Now, one of the things that's critical over here is that you notice that I need a bow to use this. Okay, so that is where this stuff matters. So if I'm not using a bow, you know, and upgrading stuff like this is not going to matter. So I've got, you can see the mana cost is going to go up, or we've got some physical damage going up by percentages, physical damage, and the requires level, dexterity, all that sort of thing. So I'm like, all right, click, there we go, level up. It's that simple. Now the DPS on that jumped a bunch. You know, there's a lot of other materials you can get these to build them up stronger. I'm not going to keep doing that with that rune. That's the idea, to make your specific rune stronger. And again, you've got to figure out which runes you like. Okay. Now there's build stuff that's going to time. I mentioned some earlier. You pick which ones you like. Additionally, there are also some, the links, right? The skill, the link runes. Now, anytime you have some of these, now this is one that I actually like and I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to click on it. All right, what do we got here? Now, so I'm actually going to spend some resources to build this up a little bit so you can get an idea on it, because this thing is always something that I know that I like, that I know that I want to use, and it's basically not going to be a total waste, potentially, like if I'm not using the other one. So, all right, so I want to enchant this. Now, I need to get to level 7, right? So I'm probably, let's see, is that going to be enough? It was. All right, so we got some damper trigger changes. Is that it? A requirement, really? That's it? And it's like, all right, maybe I don't want to do that one. Okay, so I find someone else in here. What else am I using? You know, and if you forget, just come on over here, hit the K button. You come over here. All right, well, these are the runes that I got connected to everything. So this quick cast one. All right, so let's go get the quick cast one. That's one I'm using a lot. I come in here. I go to my Rune Growth. Quick cast was this one. I register it, and again, I'm on level 6. So I come in here. Let's just drop in 20. Apply, register. I get to level 8. What do I get? More cast speed. That is always a good thing for that specific ability, right? So again, I do it. Yay, I get higher cast speed. Again, if I go back out of here, I hit K. It only affects the ones it's linked to. This one I don't use. This one I use all the time. So, you know, maybe that's a good thing. And that's what you got to look at. Now, by the way, this is another great skill rune. So, you know, looking at a Rune Growth again, I'm just going to show you, if you've got this one, register this. You know, I'm going to come in here. I'm just going to max this out. Let's do 10. You know, let's just go to 100. Apply. So register 25,000. All right, well, what am I getting? Mana cost a little bit more. I get more damage amplification. That's a lot for what? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like, holy cow. But you know what? YOLO, right? Okay, so I build that up. Good for me. So that's how you're going to build some of those up. Again, Rune and Chance. This is where you're going to start playing with some things where, yeah, I brought some junk ones I didn't care about here. This is where I'm going to register and not care. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. We're going to go over just the basics. So you've got this one where it reimbues the number of link slots. You can see I've got a one here. That's what that means, that link slot. Change the link slot's location. So I've got this one, maybe it jumps around a little bit. And then this one, it changed the link slot's color. So I want to play with this one before I do anything, right? So let's enchant it. Nothing? Really? Okay. All right, there we go. We got 2 reds. Super duper. It jumped around, but you can see there's a chance that it might not work. Now, here we go. It changed the location. All right. All right. It changed there. All right, because now maybe it works better on what I've got here with my giant, I don't even know if they call this anything, but our rune map or whatever. And then you've got the change the color, right? All right, I changed one. All right, let's try it again. Oh, I changed both of them. Cool. So whatever you might be going for is there. Now, and again, there's a lot of other things in here that you can get to 5 or 6 slots. These are the things where you really want. And the golden goose here is getting that thing because white is for all colors. So if the perfect rune is 6 colors, 6 sides, all white. I mean, that's like winning the lottery in the game, right? So, but we're not going to go over all those end game stuff, but that just gives you an idea of how these things can develop. I just wanted to give you an idea of some of the simpler ones. I don't know if I've ever done this one. So I don't, this is something if anybody's ever, have you enchanted anything here? I think these are just skill runes. I don't know. Here we go. So if Rune Canter saves a link slot. So this is something I'll jump into another video once I play around with it a little bit. I've not tried to enchant. There's one there. Changes a normal link rune to a magic link rune. So you could do that. Magic link runes. You know what? I'll do that right now. I'll grab a couple of these. So when I came to my storage, I saw I had just one of these. So I'm not going to do that. Because honestly, the fact that I've only got one, that could be a bottleneck in the future. I'm not going to risk it. You guys get the idea of all these different RNGs, the enchants, that sort of thing. I wanted to help show some of these things in case you were looking to play around a little bit and you're trying to figure out, well, this thing doesn't work right. You can play with it. You can see where potential bottlenecks are in the future, so you can maybe save certain gear, or you can decide if it's too much RNG for you. I'm not at the end game yet. I want to wait and see how that stuff comes to fruition, get a feel for it, and then I'll really share what I think of the game and whether it's really, really worth playing and putting some money into. So that's where we're at. Appreciate you guys making this far. If you got any comments or want to see something similar, different, want to dive deeper into some aspects, or you know something, please comment below or come to the Discord, which is in the link in the description below. And we'll see you then. And hammer down like buttons, click notification bell, subscribe if you like. Until next time, hope you have a wonderful day.